Hello, this is Irma with my note cards. Welcome to another video. This is another video that I am posting here on YouTube for this hashtag event, hashtag Love Winter Art. Today what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how I created the pine cone for this card. Now, winter is almost around the corner and the holidays are coming, so why not make a card using a pine cone? Now, I know that there are many pine cone rubber stamps out there, perhaps even the embossing folders, but I don't have either of them. I decided, why not think out of the box and create my own pine cone? So, what you're going to be needing is an oval. You can use a punch or you can trace an oval, draw an oval, and cut it out. Once you have cut that out, you're going to draw some scallops like this. Now I'm going to show you very quickly. Alright, I'll get this out of the way. I'm just making it like this, like this, like this, like that. I'm going to do another row. Okay, you may want to make them a little smaller than what I'm making. Okay, and you just finish it down until the end. You're going to take a stylus. If you don't have a stylus, use a pen, a ballpoint pen. Now I'm resting here on top of a piece of the fun foam, a nice thick piece, if you can see. And I am just going to go and kind of trace all of these little scallops that I've drawn with my marker. When you're done with that, you're going to turn it around and you're going to see that there is some texture to this. And that's what you want. It should be textured. You should be able to rub your finger and feel the scallops. I call them scallops. I'm sure there's a name for them, but I don't know. Alright? I'm using Distress ink, but if you don't have Distress ink, you may be able to use a brown gelato or a chalk, or what's the other thing, the pastels, the chalk pastels. Now I'm using my finger, but you can certainly use one of those instruments that that accompany a lot of these distress inks. Okay, and you should be getting, it's kind of subtle, hopefully you'll be able to see it, my scallops. If it's not coming out, then just go over it again with your stylus or your ballpoint pen. Alright, and apply it. Alright, now when you take a look at the pine cones, they're not perfectly oval. There's a little you may need to snip the top of it ever so lightly. Now I happen to be using these scissors. You can use a regular pair of scissors. I don't have them handy at the moment, but that's okay. We need to learn to kind of improvise and use what we have. Okay? And that's it for the top. And then ever so lightly at the edge, we're going to take our decorative scissor, and in this case, it's the scissors that have this, that will cut out this design. Alright? So there's your pine cone. All right? Now, let's take our pine cone, let's put it aside, let's go ahead and let's draw our pine leaves. For this, you're going to need a brown marker. I'm using one of the Stampin' Up! Markers. This is chocolate chip. Any brown shade would do. And I'm going to start from this corner on my cardstock. Actually, I drew this a little bit too dark. I'm using the wrong point, but that's all right. You know, one thing about art is art. If you make a mistake, that's okay. Not a big deal. It's not the end of the world. Now I'm going to use my green. And this is always artichoke. You don't want to use that real Irish Kelly green, because what you want to do is you want to give the illusion or make this as close to the regular, you know, pine tree leaves color. And you kind of do this very quickly. And there's not, you know, it's just going to be like this. Nothing, don't even think about it. Just let your hands, you know, do their thing. Here, let's just, you don't want it perfect like this. You kind of want it a few kind of messy like that, because this is going to give the illusion of a real pine cone, pine leaves. When you're done, you're going to take your glue, whichever glue you'd like, and you're going to glue your pine cone onto the cardstock. Now, this is, because we're here close to the holiday season, you can easily turn this winter card into a Christmas card. I don't have any red ribbon, but what I did was I took a very thin piece of cardstock, I folded it in half, I cut at an angle my tips. It looks like the letter V, and you just glue it like so. All right? And you know what? Let's just go ahead and glue this very quickly before I run out of time, which I hope I don't. Oh, and another thing. If you like the way this side looks with the drawn pine cone parts, then by all means you can use it that way. And again, mine wasn't completed because I didn't shade the whole thing, but you get the gist of it, I am sure. And I'm going just to put my little red bow on this, because I'm going to turn this into a Christmas card. I'm going to put my sentiment on here, and once I do that, you know, it could be a Christmas sentiment or happy snow, happy winter, whatever it is. And there you've got your card. Let me just quickly put my sentiment on this. I've got a Stampin' Up! Holiday greeting stamp, and I'm going to put this like that. Okay. And there you go. This is the original card that I made. I hope you like it. And I hope you come to realize that, you know, sometimes you don't have all of the supplies needed, but if you think out of the box, you think it through, you take your time, I'm sure you'll be able to find a way to create the card or create the image or the painting or whatever it is using the supplies that you already have.